What's up, guys? Welcome to the Crypto Savvy channel. I'm Craig, and we're going to be going over the charts. We're going to talk about what's going on with the Dow Jones Friday and what I think we can expect. Also, we're going to take a look at the DXY and then Bitcoin. We're going to take a look at those levels on Bitcoin where I told you to watch for if the Dow closed above this 33.5, which we did. Now, will it hold above that today? That's going to be key. So if we open and close, we've opened above that. If we close below or above that today, then we could see some more bullish action. Could the false bottom be in? It is possible. I'm still not convinced of it, and I'll show you why. I do have invalidation and validation points, as you guys know, and we're going to go over those. So if that sounds interesting, make sure you smash that thumbs up. Leave your comments down below. Let me know what you think of the video. And if you're new here, make sure you subscribe for daily updates Monday through Fridays, sometimes on the weekends, but Monday through Friday every week. So let's get into it. Let's see what's going on. One more time, so you don't forget, smash those likes. So we did close above this, and I said if we did that, we would get our next leg up for Bitcoin, and then we'll talk about where that might lead to, right? As of right now, we looking pretty bullish on the Dow for the midterm. Obviously, the long term, I'm still big time bearish on the DXY or the Dow because we've talked about this many times, and that makes Bitcoin extremely bearish because I do believe the traditional markets are in a major bear market trend that has not really even began yet. I think we have much lower to go, and Bitcoin is not going to be able to hold up in a traditional bear market. I'm not going to be super bullish now because we got a little pump. We're going to talk about that. As you guys can see, this is what we've been watching, right? You can see off this green line here, we're getting support. And I showed you back here in the 80s, we had the same resistance, and we are now testing the same support. I do believe we're going to get a big bounce here. Does that mean it has to happen today? No, this is a weekly chart, but I do think we are at or near the bottom for the DXY and getting ready for a big rally, just like we did back here. Once we break this 114, then I start looking for 122 for our next resistance. Possibly come back down to this level before continuing up. But once we break this, as you guys know, my target has not changed. 170 to 180 for the DXY before the markets actually have a reversal to the upside. Now let's take a look at the 4-hour chart on Bitcoin. We're going to zoom in here. We're going to get this off here now. This was that 16.1 target, and that was looking at this rising channel, but this one still remains, right? From when we broke out of this rising channel here, we have a measured move of 15.8. I still believe we're going to be heading there. Question is, where do we reverse? We look here. These are what I put on there last week for you guys. I told you if we broke this 17.85, then look for 17.331. Yeah, it could go a little bit higher. Obviously, these numbers aren't exact. But if we do break this and get support, then our next area is at 17.6. The highest I see this going without considering it an exact or an actual reversal, it would have to obviously break the 18.4, which I doubt that's going to happen. But if we break this golden pocket zone, our next area to watch is going to be the 17.9 to 18,000 area for a reversal. But again, first point to look for is this 17.3. Usually you can play these fibs, right? So if you wanted to put a short-term short in and maybe ride it out to a longer short the fib, and then take profits or half your profits when it comes back down to retest the 382 fib around 17.80 to 17.1 range. Either way, like I said, we have to pass the 17.3. If we do, we would get to the 17.6, right? And then 17.6 break would get us to that 17.9. But there has been no real reversal yet, guys. And I'm going to show you why in the charts. I do think we'll end up coming down to these much lower lows. There is a possibility the false bottoms in. We'll talk about that. But if you look here, this huge rally that everybody's talking about, look at this chart, right? This is a daily chart. Here is that daily candle right here that everyone's talking about. We're going to zoom in, and I'm going to go into more detail. But we zoom in here. Yeah, it looks huge. But like I said, come back. to reality, and really nothing's happened there, guys. All we've made is lower, right? If we start from the top on a daily, right? Lower high, 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 right? Unless we break some of these lower highs, there's nothing long-term bullish here at all. Obviously, we're just getting fake pump ups, exit liquidity all the way down, just like I explained a long time ago we would see, right? Let's zoom in here, see what's going on. So we got our rejection at the bottom of this descending triangle, right? The measured move of that descending triangle gets us down to about 75 to 8,500. I still am looking for the 75 to 8,500, right? Let's zoom in here a little bit. Right now we are at the 55 EMA. If we close the daily above this and open and close tomorrow's above 17,185, chances are we may come up and retest this level here. And that's going to be right around 18.5, 18.9. I don't think we'll get there. I will start to get a little bit bullish if we break this white trend line, and that's going to be around 17,850. If we can break that, then there's a possibility we could get a big spike up to this 21,153. Although I've said in the past, I don't think we're going to see 20,000 anytime soon. We'll see what happens here, but nevertheless, I'll show you guys in the bigger time frames. Right here is the monthly. We have not crossed our monthly RSI trend line here. Still bearish. Anything below this is bearish. We've talked about that since I made it way back here. And if you guys are interested in trading before we get into the weekly, definitely check out Prime XBT, by far my favorite exchange. Links down below. You can use my promo code SAVVY50. We'll get you up to a $7,000 bonus to use towards your margin. Savvy25 will get you 25% off your fees. Definitely check them out. You can trade crypto, Forex, gold, silver, oil, S&P, Dow Jones, everything all on one chart. At the end of the video, we're going to take a look at my oil chart too and see how that's playing out. All right, so here is the weekly. So we did break this weekly RSI trend line and we even closed above. So could this be our false bottom? It is possible. But before then, I have to see us break this 21 EMA on the weekly, and that's going to be around 19,000, right? You guys know this whole big chart with the bottom being in the middle or end of this year gets invalidated if and only if we cross this 55 EMA before going down to lower lows. And right now, currently, it lies around 25.7. But if we were to continue up from here, this might turn up a little bit. So we'll say 26,000 would be the invalidation point of this chart. So unless we break this 55 EMA on the weekly, I'm getting in no long-term positions, right? I'm still going to continue looking for shorts on every rip up. As you can see here, here's our last high. We still have not broken our last high, which is around 18.4. If we do that, then maybe we can start looking for, like I said, that 21 EMA around 19.2. And then obviously, then we come up to these ranges here. But guys, be careful here. I am not bullish at all. I do still believe the bottom will be in the middle or end of 2023, and I'll show you why. As you can see on the .com, this is the Amazon chart on the left, Bitcoin chart on the right. Still nothing has changed here. Still just lower highs, lower highs, lower highs, lower lows, lower lows, lower lows. And I believe this is going to continue. This is what I had drawn in. If we broke that, and I said, once we broke this, could confirm our false bottom. So let's see how this week goes. Maybe we'll confirm that false bottom. I'm not convinced yet unless we actually, get some real rise here. Because looking at this, this is obviously nothing. We haven't broke our last high. Let's look at, this is how I think a bottom will form. So even if we say we bottomed here, right? It would still take a long time. I still think we have about a year in this range if we've bottomed. I don't believe we've bottomed, but if we did, that's what I would expect. So let's just draw that in, what it would look like. So if we did bottom here, maybe we get another pump up here, pump back down, So maybe this takes about a year before going up. Maybe we make an inverse head and shoulders for a bottom. But either way, like I said, I don't see that happening. And I'll show you why in the next chart. I still believe this is a 10-year plan. Could be 10 years before Bitcoin breaks the old all-time high. Now, if you guys really step back and look at what's going on, this will make you think a little bit. So we were at 69,000 last year in November. 69,000. We are now at 17. Everyone's getting super bullish. We're not even 2,000 above what our low was, right? Remain calm, relax, wait for some validation points if you are looking for long-term positions, right? Would it hurt to ladder in now? Not if you're okay with waiting a long time, right? And if you're not putting in more money than you're willing to not need for the next 5 to 10 years. And one other thing I want to explain is that there is no guarantees that Bitcoin's even going to go to a new all-time high. I know I'm going to get tons of hate for saying that, but it is reality, guys. There is no guarantees in any market, right? So I do think that we will get a pump over here after we truly bottom, but I highly doubt we see a new all-time high the next halving. I don't see it happening. Let's take a look at the Bitcoin compared to Amazon chart here. This is Amazon weekly. If we overlay it on Bitcoin, this is why I said there's a good possibility we don't see above 20,000 until all the way in 2025. Now we're getting a little pump right now, so everybody's going to think that's crazy and no way it could ever do that, blah, blah, blah. If we break this, then yeah, maybe we've had our bottom, or at least false bottom. But unless that breaks, there's nothing telling me that Bitcoin has bottomed at all yet, right? So look how long this took to break back up. And again, this will be where if this happened in 2025, everyone would be extremely bullish, saying Bitcoin's going to 100,000 again before coming back down, right? So let's keep an eye on this, that 20,000 range. Actually, where is it? Right here. Yeah, about 20,000. If we break that 20K range, then maybe we can consider the false bottoms in. We get a rally up and then continue down. But until then, nothing's telling me that the bottom's in yet, guys. If you guys are interested in checking out my wife's webpage, anchorimage.com, a lot of cool stuff on here, guys. At least check it out. Links down below. She could put anything you want on any of that stuff. Here's the oil chart. So back in August, we talked about if we broke this trend line, our target was going to be 26.9, but we would come back up and test right here, which we did at the 94.50. My next target right now is about 62.54. That could be sometime in April. Maybe get a bounce in that range, but I do believe it is very possible that we see, if we break the 62 level, we could see as low as 26. Now, a lot of people say that can't happen. Well, you can see what happened back here. It went -40, so it can happen. Anyways, just wanted to get a quick video out, guys. You guys know I'm building a house right now. I may do an update out there today, but just got a lot going on out there. I actually broke my tractor yesterday, so I got to go get the parts to fix that today, so I won't be around on social media too much, on my Twitter or anything like that. That's why I haven't been all weekend. Anyways, have an awesome day, guys. Chill out. Don't FOMO. Don't be crazy. Wait for some validation before you get all nuts. There's no reason to jump into crazy little pumps when they're really not breaking any of the old highs or anything like that. So just be careful out there, guys. Have a great day. I'm out. Make sure you smash those likes. Subscribe if you haven't already.